host of the Gridiron.
Fourth and goal to go with the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
But speaking about quarterbacks, does a conflict exist about the next Giants quarterback? Meaning the general manager and Mr. Mara and all of that, they're kind of like button heads a little bit. Ooh, very interesting. That's one thing you always heard that from Mr. Mara, right? He said he handed over the keys, right, to the Titanic here, right, and said he's not going to get in the way unless there's maybe some type of a character issue. Then he might question that, but I mean, I don't know. But according to this one report here, right, that saying there might be some type of a conflict going on or contention going on here between the upper brass, right, as far as the next quarterback. Very interesting. So an NFL draft analyst claims there is contention or conflict existing among Giants brass regarding the next quarterback. New York Giants are quickly becoming one of the most unpredictable teams in the NFL ahead of the 2025 draft in Green Bay next Thursday. At the heart of the lingering uncertainty is the omnipresent issue of the next quarterback or the quarterback position. Throughout the offseason, the Giants have tried to move swiftly to address what was a barren room after the horrific 2024 campaign ended without cutting any corners. At the same time, they've used every second of their time to perform due diligence on the free agent and draft options. Their initial endeavors landed them Russell Wilson and Jameis and Winston as two veteran pieces who could serve as a bridge to an eventual rookie quarterback. Time has come. Yet adding those two has made the when of that prodigy's arrival seem a less dire as the team's number 3 overall selection in the first round. Giants general manager Joe Schoen has expressed confidence in the team's current quarterback makeup, with his 2 free agent additions, and he has slightly tipped his cap to lean towards the best player available with the first pick. Even when he addressed the media on Wednesday in the final lead up to the draft, he repeated that line in saying the Giants are in a good position to tackle the 3rd pick in several different ways, and that a quarterback would only come there if there was value at the spot. And you can't reach, right? So why have the Giants suddenly been making headlines for scheduling private workouts for a few top quarterback prospects, including Shedeur Sanders, whom it seemed they were pushing down their big board to at least the late first round? According to veteran NFL draft analyst Todd McShay, who shed light on the situation during an appearance on the Ryan Russillo podcast, along with Daniel Jeremiah, there might be more to the surface of the workouts than meets the eye. McShay said that according to his sources, the Giants' leadership is fractured regarding which player they should take at number 3, with Sanders being a main part of the conversation. It's a little bit contentious inside the Giants draft room, McShay said. There are some people who are pushing hard for Shedeur. I had a conversation with the general manager this weekend, and I was like, right, so Abdul Carter at 3 to the Giants, and then we'll see how the whole thing plays out. And he was like, well, I've talked to some people, and it's split. It's definitely a little bit contentious. The sourcing of McShay's reporting feels a little odd at first. It seems unlikely that general manager of an affiliated team would have insight into the internal discussions happening in East Rutherford among the Giants brass on a potential pick. That said, anyone following the Giants all spring long will know that these workouts are nothing indicative of a last-minute change in New York's thinking about the quarterback position. Again, it's simply another display of due diligence by Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll as they work to have all the information available on draft weekend. It's unlikely that the regime completely ignores the position, but with such a divide in the value of the other prospects besides Cam Ward, it doesn't look like many teams expect a bunch of quarterbacks to be taken off the board in the first round, unlike last season, right? Many factors can alter that mindset. Once the board goes live, including what the Saints do at number 9, what the Steelers and the Rams do at number 21 and 26, the Giants, Browns, and other teams could also battle for position if they view a trade back up as necessary to secure their franchise guy. As such, the Giants aren't running rampant trying to obtain more insight into Sanders' skill set or any of the other names' scouting profiles. They're just trying to have contingencies in place for whatever happens once the fascinating part of the draft starts to unfold and the top 8 picks on the night one have been told. To unfold, and the top 8 picks on night one have been told. Okay. If Mara really is getting involved in trying to get his men to force a pick of a gunslinger at number 3, he needs to step back and recall what happened the last time his franchise went the wrong way with a quarterback they miscalculated the top 10 selection. And we're still looking for a quarterback. That former arm Daniel Jones, who the Giants reached out on at number 6 in the 2019 NFL Draft, is a desperate move to find a successor for Eli Manning. The team wasn't riding high in Jones' talents, but they took him on the other prospects that ascended to greater heights. After 6 mostly failed years, they parted ways and needed to find his successor. That player doesn't need to come from the top of the first round to become the franchise's next star, so long as whoever's picking him believes in their choice. Mara needs to step back and let Shane and Dable do what they plan and save their jobs after he gives them one last opportunity to do that. With the stakes this high, meddling from the Giants' ownership will likely lead to a repeat of history at what they understood as the most important position on the roster in all of sports. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if they got to step back and let Shane and Dable, do their job. Right? You can't reach. Right? I mean, Daniel Jones is an okay quarterback. I mean, number 6. I mean, I don't know what kind of scouting Gettleman did on Daniel Jones. I think the first time Gettleman saw Daniel Jones or saw him live, I think it was like the Senior Bowl or something like that. Like fell in love with him right then and there and all. And it's like, so once again, you pick and you pick wrong. You're man. Once again, you would just be setting the team back for long time. So the one thing is that it almost guaranteed, right, that either Hunter or Carter are going to be there for you at number 3, and you're almost guaranteed those guys are going to have a nice, unless they get injured or something like that, but have a really good, impactful NFL career. And you want one of those guys on your team, right? And if you get the chance to take one of them, you do that.